If you're an NBA fan, you know the worst part of the year is right after the NBA Finals. I mean, yeah, there's the draft to overreact to, but you know that you're not going to be able to watch actual NBA basketball for quite some time. But then suddenly, Summer League starts, and that's when we all collectively, as an NBA fan base, start to overreact to our favorite draft picks, or maybe just young players that we like to watch. And damn it, that is exactly what we're doing in today's video. The second day of NBA Summer League has just ended at the time of recording this, and the second day is only important because that means every single NBA team has played a game already. So I want to go over some of the players that I picked up on with my own two eyes. Players who, in my mind, are about to become first ballot Hall of Famers, but in reality might not even get signed with the team and will probably end up overseas. But before I get into my list, I want you guys to comment down below your favorite Summer League performances or players so far. I read and respond to everybody down there, so go ahead and do that. Anyways, now that that's done, let's go ahead and start off with my list. Number one being Hansen. This isn't numbered in like a best to worst scenario. He's just the first guy I have on my notes. Hansen was a very questionable pick in this draft. He jumped up like crazy. Nobody expected him to even go in the first round, but god damn it, when you're being represented by Rich Paul, anything can happen. To be honest, I'm more surprised he wasn't in like the top 3. That is insane. Hansen was a very doubted pick, mainly because, like I said, not a lot of people knew who he was or expected him to go that high. But as soon as this dude said that his favorite things to do was sleep, eat, and play his PlayStation 5, everybody fell in love with him. I mean, genuinely, how could you hate this dude? He looks like the sweetest person of all time. That being said, his actual performance wasn't too insane, right? Nothing jumps off of the box score. He had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He also had 6 personal fouls, but I gotta say, 2 of those were complete bullshit and should have counted as blocks, which, by the way, he had 3 blocks, 1 steal. He was an all-around performer tonight. And I know some people commented on his conditioning, saying that once he gets that under lock, he will be able to be a more consistent and better player. But for his first ever Summer League NBA game, I think he actually played excellent. This is probably one of the best performances that you could have gotten out of him, because not only do you have a language issue where he has to have a translator around him the entire time, he is literally learning English from the Portland Trailblazers locker room, but also the Blazers play at such a fast pace. Chauncey Billups was on the broadcast talking about it when they were playing, so for him to actually be able to keep up with that pace in the first place and not look too tired, so yeah, I think this was a great first performance for Hansen. I do want to make a quick disclaimer here and let you guys know that I am recording this video after night 2 of Summer League, and this video is most likely coming out a bit later, so he might have like 2 or 3 games under his belt by the time this comes out. And listen, this goes for literally everybody on this list. They can play 2, 3, shit, even 4 games after I record this video, and each game they can have 0 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds. I am still overreacting to that because I saw something. It only took me 1 game to see something in these guys, so I don't care what else they end up doing. If anything, they'll probably have some crazier performances. So just know that if I don't mention some dude who had a great game on game 3, it's because for me that hasn't even happened yet. Okay, going back to the list, next up on the Minnesota Timberwolves, I have Baron J. I don't know how to say his first name, so I'm just gonna go with Baron J. And listen, I got 3 words to describe the performance that this man gave during game 1. Rudy Gobert replacement. Yes, right here, ladies and gentlemen, you have a cheap Rudy Gobert, a guy who is not swallowing a shit ton of your payroll, but gives you the same defensive prowess. People use that word. I don't really know what that means, but an energy as Rudy Gobert does, if not better. And should I mention, he's French. Come the fuck on. This is literally Rudy Gobert 2.0. Baron J ended game 1 with 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 stocks. I believe he had more blocks, but they ended up taking some away after the game. I don't know why. But yeah, Baron J, amazing performance night 1. I don't think a lot of people are going to really remember his night. And it's not because he didn't have a good game, but it's because I think he was like the first Summer League game of day 1. And as we know, day 1 had Cooper Flag versus Bronny, something that I'll get into here in a bit. So Baron J, I know you're watching. I know you're a big fan. Don't even worry about it, bro. I'm going to give you the credit that you deserve. Following them, I actually have a double selection here. I'm sure you guys can guess exactly who's going to be on this list. Yes, it is Maxime Renaud and Nick Clifford. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I had to juggle watching the Kings game with the Dallas Mavericks game that was on at the same time, so I didn't get the best analysis on my 2 favorite players in the league, but I was very focused on the start, which is when Maxime, also known as Mad Max, Max was really popping off. Offensively, he was doing great. He has a great touch around the rim. His basketball IQ is out of this world. I'm telling you right now, the Kings drafted Baby Jokic combined with Victor Wembanyama because once again, he's French. I don't know what the hell they're feeding kids in France right now, but I gotta move there ASAP. As for Nick Clifford, I know he had a pretty rough first half, if I'm not mistaken, but the second half, he started to play a lot better. His threes started going down. One consistent thing that I saw about his performance that game is that he was not aggressive enough. I'm pretty sure he said it himself, so I am excited to see what he can do in more games, getting more comfortable in the NBA and getting more comfortable with that three-point line especially. But yes, I can't believe I'm saying it. The Sacramento Kings had 2 good draft picks. Next up on the list, you have the #1 overall pick, Cooper Flagg. Yes, he is the real deal. I don't care if in this first game he only had 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, while also, by the way, shooting 5 for 21 from the field. Because guess what? It's not the first time we saw a #1 overall pick have a rough first game in the Summer League. It happens every time. It happened to Victor Wembanyama, and now he's a Hall of Famer. His jumper was garbage in this game, but I feel like a lot of that came down to confidence, and that's just something you build on more and more as every game goes by. You get more comfortable being in the environment, getting to know your teammates and everything like that, because really everything else in this game was like not that bad. It wasn't too crazy, but he was kind of getting bitched by Bronny James. But Cooper Flagg aside, the real player that I'm actually going to be overhyped on or getting way too excited about is Ryan Nembhard. This guy is actually Andrew Nembhard 2.0, and it makes sense because they have the same damn blood and the same genetics. This dude would just find his way to weasel into the mid-range and pull off an easy mid-range jumper, and it went down every single time. I can't believe he went undrafted, but yes, Ryan Nembhard, absolute legend, Summer League demon. Moving forward, the San Antonio Spurs, I have David Jones on my list. He's a guy that I did not even know about going into Summer League, okay? But in this game 1 against the 76ers, he put up 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals, and also 3 assists on, by the way, 9 for 12 shooting, and he did all of that stat line I just told you in 18 minutes. Now, do I think a guy like this is really needed by the San Antonio Spurs when it comes to like a regular season roster? Not really. They don't need him, but another team could really use a guy like David Jones. I did some background searches. He's been playing in the G League for a couple of years now. He is still very young. I'm pretty sure he's like 23 or something like that. But in the G League, even though he didn't really play that much, he did always average 25 points on great shooting, and overall was just a solid player. He wasn't someone that I think is going to get a lot of credit or just, you know, attention, so I figured I'd throw him into this video. David Jones, don't think I forgot about you, buddy. You are a legend. But to round out the King Charge Summer League overreaction list of players, I have Trey Johnson. You really thought I wasn't going to put a Washington Wizard on my list? Come on, man. The Wizards played basically their regular season starting lineup and still lost by 20 points to the Phoenix Suns. But Trey Johnson, even though he didn't have the best scoring performance out of his entire team, he still put up 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists while shooting 7 for 13 from the field. And you know what? He is purely on this list because the guy is a highlight reel. There's obviously the now viral moment of him bouncing the ball off of, I think, Maluach's leg or someone's leg. I haven't seen the clip in a minute. And so obviously that went kind of viral, but the guy is an elite shot maker, athletic as hell. He is like one of my favorite NBA builds that there is. So much fun to watch. I had to throw him on the list even though they lost to the Phoenix Suns. Absolutely insane performance. Shout out to Trey Johnson and the Washington Wizards. They're one of my favorite teams this year. I cannot wait to watch them. Real quick though, before I end this list, I have 2 honorary mentions. Okay, first one is VJ Edgecombe, and the only reason why he's on this list is because he didn't play in Las Vegas, but his games before in Utah when they were doing like the pre-Las Vegas Summer League thing, the guy is a demon. Oh my god, he is actually the savior for the 76ers. Trade Embiid, build around VJ Edgecombe. He is nuts. And the other guy that I'm going to mention who is on this honorary list is Kasparis Yakuchonis. I looked up how to say his name earlier, kind of forgot. Maybe I butchered it. I don't know. The reason why I'm not fully sold on him is because the complete opposite reason for VJ Edgecombe. Kasparis put up 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists in day 1 of Summer League Las Vegas. But every single game before that, the 3 games that he played in the California Classic, this dude was buns. Straight up spun. So yeah, I'm holding that against him, and I'm not going to give him the credit that he most likely deserves. That being said, there is my list of players that I am overreacting to from day one of NBA Summer League. Like I mentioned, by the time you're watching this, Summer League is probably a couple more days in. So comment down below some players that myself and other people need to be keeping an eye on, whether it's because they're having some great performances or you think they can actually make an impact in real NBA games. Like I said, I read and respond to everybody. While you're down there, if you want to hit the like and subscribe button, that would help out the channel a ton. We are slowly making our way to 100K, but I promise we're going to hit it very soon. Anyways, I will see you guys all in the next one. Later.